good. I like
Yeah.
for recording.
Yeah.
I think it's good enough. All right. So got one of my best students here, older students as well, Parag. If you could just introduce yourself to everybody, like what state you're from, how old you are.
Hi guys. Hey Umit. My name is Parag. I'm 41, 42 years old. I'm from Melbourne, CBD. I've lived in Victoria, migrated to Melbourne almost in 2007. Was a student then. I have pretty much lived in Melbourne all my life. Traveled in Australia just for holidays, but yeah, just lived in Melbourne all my life. And yeah.
I believe family. And what about
Uh,
working?
Yes, absolutely.
You
Yeah.
working?
So we were not a family for a few years. Then now we have a cute little daughter. She's now 2 years old, and that is so. It was a moment for me to become proud father.
Mm.
Um, and yeah, so that I don't know if that is what brought me luck into getting into this business, but yeah, I'm a family man, so keeping all the so I have my full-time main job which consumes my time, but the thing what I wanted was a side hustle which would not eat up a lot of time, but yeah, give me decent revenue as well, and plus you know something legitimate as well, because there are so many other different side hustle avenues which get advertised on your Instagram and TikTok every single day. But yeah, something probably clicked with Jordan, and they being honest that they are Melbourne boys, and how they started off and things, and their humble journey in a way, like they started off with Melbourne uni students, and they uh, you know got into this, and they gave the insights that that US market is there, which is almost at 75%, right? Airbnb hostings in CBD, but Australian market is not that tapped. It's not that much tapped, so that gives us opportunity as well. So yeah, that got me into it. um um Umut, your video just stopped, I think.
You cancel the video?
I'm really sorry.
No, I
I
can't
had
see
no
me.
idea that was gonna.
Your video just stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. Your internet connection.
I'm back. Sorry. Yeah. So
Can hear you now. Yep.
you were saying. Yeah, we're still recording now, so we can still continue.
Okay.
So when you first joined,
You're choppy. Can you just repeat the question again?
for your first join the mentorship, how were you feeling? Were you like hesitant, or you like kind of all in?
Yeah, so I was looking at side hustle for almost like 8-9 months or almost a year. When you get, because Google pretty much, if you're searching for something, then Google knows that you're looking for things, and it will just bombard you with all the ads. So there were all these different things coming, like opening a Shopify store, ecom capital, and all that, and different things. Then in one of them, because ecom capital, like setting up a e-commerce stores and things like that, or dropshipping as well, I try to read and understand that, and it is like hit and miss and all that things. Then I came across Jordan's video on Instagram, where he talked about something called as rental arbitrage. So it got me thinking that, okay, so my risk is that I knew about Airbnb and things. I didn't know the background workings or how host works. But then he said that looking at the risk, right, that okay, you're renting out. It is not your whole ownership, that you own the apartment and things. So you're basically doing rental arbitrage and then earning revenue from it, which overall as a business model, yes, it's a win-win situation. So when he explained about that rented, so I know that everyone knows that in Melbourne CBD there are properties and things, right, owners or things. So that got me going, that okay, I could invest in this. It's not a huge risk wherein I'm just paying up for a program, and then it's all, there is a decent community as such, which I got to know once I entered, that how supportive and how strong the community is and how helpful the mentors are. Because same thing again, right? Yes, you can be motivated for almost like 3 months, 4 months, but if things are not working and if you're just by yourself, then it can get hard and it can get distracting. For me, the challenge was that managing my family life, my full-time job, plus doing the side hustle is something probably that was challenging for me when I started on in the mentorship program, right? Because yes, I was trying to find out time. My wife would help me as much as she can, but if the little one is asking for time, then I had to give that, right? So initially when I joined on, it was pretty positive. The first call with I think Ryan was good. One of the things was that he was not pushy and all that, and and that much time was given, that it's not like um, the money, everyone is just looking to take your money and then there is no support as such. Because as soon as I think when I started talking to you, Umut, and you being the mentor and giving me all the information, right? You were open to all my questions and all that. My challenge was that finding the right balance of time. And then as I went on to talking to talking to agents and things like that, that's where it got tricky. Not tricky, it just that probably my bad luck or things. I should have had got the property, and I think that you can get it. It's just that I was not able to focus 100% every single minute for that, for a month, right? So because I had so many things to balance out, right? Family life and everything. So things got in the way a little bit as well. But almost like I can rate you like 10 stars, right? As a person, and plus someone who is hearing out as a mentor as such in this business, that you have held hands, like for me, because being the older student, you have been there patiently, that because every student could be different, right? I'm not like a 20-year-old wherein I want to do every single thing, whatever I want to earn, right? Yes, I want to earn. I'm at 40 and 42. I have a decent paying job. I wanted a side hustle wherein it will not eat up a lot of time of mine, but I want to have something which is sustainable, because
Mm.
I see this as a side hustle for the next 3, 4, 5 years, that okay, I am doing this, plus it is not eating up the time. So when Jordan said, I saw the videos, YouTube channel videos and of BNB success and the reviews, because again, same thing, you click on something and then you go to the internet, and then product review website tells a different story about that particular mentorship program or that program, like for e-commerce platforms or hundreds of people doing e-commerce things and things, that yeah, they would help you. The literally literature is just um like really shallow, not up to paying like 6-7 grand or whatever it is. So those sort of things were there, but this was a different idea. I think many people might be doing, but I don't know if there is any other company. But because it was that connect, that these all guys are Melbourne based, they have these properties, that means it has worked, right? And plus in other states, and I've lived all my life in Melbourne, like pretty much. So yeah, that was the thing. So the thing being like, I'm me able to connect, being they being people from Melbourne, telling all the things which are actually there, not selling fluff. Then once I got into the program, me getting that much time, um that okay, go through these modules. Of course, finding a property, as you said, Umod, it can be like within 20 days, or it can take 2 months. But I was not able to put in that 200%, because you have to put the 200% at the start, because you're working for yourself, right? If you can't put 200% on yourself at the time, then you're not going to get luck, right? If nothing is like put on the dish, right, for you. So you have to work hard for it. That's what I understood. um I was almost going to give up on that, but then you held the hand, and then opportunity can come from any side, right? When you showed me the opportunity that here is one, would you like to grab it? Either I would have not shown interest and thought that okay, my money has gone to waste, I don't have the skills what are required for this business, and then I would have just gone away. But because I have put in that money, invested, right? And I was getting things, I was getting an opportunity, right? That could be just for me as a student, right? That someone giving a helping hand, a mentor giving a helping, hey, there is an opportunity, go and grab it, just check it for yourself, and then see if it works out for you, right? And it did work, as in, yes, the hard work is there, setting up and all that, but that's all, that's part of the business, right? You have to work hard when you're starting off business, right? And now after, so I got my first booking, then I got my first booking done, review done just yesterday, and the payout money has come into the account. And I think I have just gone down to that role that, okay, slowly and steadily you get the mantras of how this business works and how you have to think, right? Because you have to put your head in a different mind space, that, okay, this is how I need to think as a short-term rental operator, right? The information is all there. The support is pretty brilliant. The mentorship is good. I think I will say that, it's just that do the hard work for the first 2 months. Then once you get your first one, get it set up. For setting up, you will get all the information, I believe. Some of the things which I explored, because I like to scour for prices on the internet, right? Like, for example, yes, certain platforms were shown. I'll give you an example, right? Like I did my property with Kogan furniture here, right? Prices are better on Kogan. Yes, the hard work is that you have to, it all comes dismantled. You have to set it up, but you're saving that $200, $300 here and there, right? Which probably after first property, I would think that, okay, if I'm spending 50, 60 more, but if I get a better product, and then maybe I'll spend that, right? But to set up the property, you should also look at it from the perspective that, okay, you are giving it something good, valuable, and that's the money which the guest will pay for the experience. So don't be slacky and don't put cheap stuff as such. You can put cheap stuff here and there, but the main pieces, just keep them, and just be smart with your money, right? How you're spending the money to decorate the space.
Yeah, definitely. Nice. So again, on the furnishing part and kind of the context for that. So I remembered, because you're one of my older students and you didn't have exactly that 200% time, I wanted to give you an opportunity that came. So it's like a property sourcing opportunity. Yeah. And I wanted to look after one of my older students, of course, you, Parag. And then that's when, of course, you took the opportunity. And then it was pretty much already furnished, but I believe that you also did do some of the furnishing as well. So how did you find that kind of overall process? Was it like stressful? Did you find it fun? Kind of finishing up the finishing part?
No, I would say, yeah. So getting that lead, because when I entered the mentorship program, I don't think so there was that concept of releasing and property sourcing at all, I believe, like when I entered in November, December 2025. So I was surprised that, yes, I then thought of it that, there could be hosts, right, who might have properties, right? Because such a big community, there would be someone would be knowing someone, and some host doesn't want to take that property right now, but there are other people who want to take the property, right? So either they can give it as a fresh lead or a releasing. Like I didn't, that entire, because this is all part of operations, right? Like you start a business, there's one thing, but the churning can happen, right? So yes, it is a really good thing that property sourcing is another arm in BNB success, which can give students like me hope, right? That if you did struggle at the start, because honestly speaking, when I was talking like 8, 9, 10 agents, and you make those calls, it's not a rosy picture when you talk to like 50 agents, right? Yes, you're selling, that's as in you're talking to them and you're trying to ask for the product, right? You're not selling, putting something on them, but you're asking for a legitimate product that, yes, I would like to rent and I'll take care of the property, right? It's a win-win situation for both of us, right? Because I want to run a short-term business, but agents come up with random reasons that, oh, the owner doesn't want to do it and things like that. Owner also wants the rent to come on time and things, and which a person like a STR operator like us can do that, take care of the property, because his business relies on the property being good, right? So yeah, so setting up, I would say, if the property is empty, it is good, because you come with different ideas and you really don't like the furniture, then you have to think that, okay, I want to keep this or not keep this, because sometimes what happens is that furniture has been used. It will make noises, cracks here and there. Although, just imagine, right? A guest is paying 200 a night or 150 a night, right? He would like to have a comfortable bed, right? At least a bare minimum, right? So there, if it is, yeah, some things, like out of the properties which previous STR operator kept in there, the good ones, everything was there. So that was a big win-win for me. Like, I didn't have to worry about setting up a TV, and the fridge and the washing machine. They were all there from the owner side itself. That was good. And removing a bed and things, it is not a big hassle, right? I didn't like it that much. They are good, but I didn't like it. So remove, because you want to do the best for the property, right? Because it's going to last there for at least a year or so before you think of, okay, the bed needs to change and things like that, right? So if you're investing that $250-300 for a bed frame and getting the mattress and all that sorted out, if the mattress is good, it's good. For me, the mattress didn't work out. They were all old and all that stuff. I told the ownership, like the landlord, and they said, yeah, you can just get rid of it. So I just got rid of them. So that way, yeah, those challenges are there. But yeah, if you get a brand new property, then yes, there is extra bit of things you have to put in. But yeah, if you get something from the older STR operator, and the older STR operator, like Kent is his name, he was brilliant as well, because he gave me the whole picture about this property, accessibility wise, his experience and all that, what mistakes he did, so that I don't make those mistakes, and being top of things, being on top of the messages, and making sure that the guest has the best experience, right? So hopefully I will be on that path for I will do that, and yeah, and hopefully that this property just works out pretty well.
Yeah, very good. What would you say your business goals, maybe for this year, maybe next year as well?
Yeah, so if I look at business goals, I'm hoping, and I want to capture the summer market. I want to put in, say, 1 or 2 more properties into the market, because yeah, volume is business. So initial cost for me was high, but then once you get smarter with how you want to furnish and how to source it, and once I get some profit going, right, my investment will go down and I'll see the profit, right? But because the simple logic is, if I have 1 property on the market for those 10 days, and if I have 3 properties, and if I'm making 1,000, 2,000 there, I can make 6,000 in that next 10 days, right, from 3 properties. So with that, so that's what my goal is at the moment. Short-term goal is, say, to catch this the summer and everything, say next March, have at least 2 or 3 more properties, at least 2 properties in my portfolio.
I would agree for sure. Yeah. Last question for you, Parag. Thank you. So imagine that there's someone that maybe wants to join this mentorship, but they're quite hesitant, but they've got the money. What would you probably say to them? Would you recommend the mentorship? Do you think they should do it on their own? What would you say?
See, I would say you can go on the internet and search about it. Like me, I am not from a background of retail industry, neither I have a background of this real estate and stuff, right? I'm an engineer by profession, right? Working for a decent big company, right? So you will have to go onto the internet to find and spend that many hours to get all that knowledge and things. Whereas the mentorship helps you get in touch with the right mindset people, right content, and the mentors itself are pretty well drilled, because you can ask, you can throw any question to the mentor and mentor has the answer for it, right? Because he has been in the business for that long. So you don't, and your queries get answered because when you're setting up a business, right? The mentor also knows, 60%, 70%, though 20, 30% is what you don't know, right? And that's where it comes in handy for you, right? That, yeah, you have thought of all these things as a business operator, but yeah, these things you haven't thought of, then he will like, yeah, you can just do it this way, right? He will give you options, he will give you answers. So mentorship really helps. The information there from scratch, yes, it is there because you don't know each and everything, right? What, for example, what price labs is, there could be hundreds of other programs, right? Like hundreds of other softwares. Like I was exploring once I got into it, right, that there are other softwares which do that, right? But on Airbnb, the thing is that you will have operators like they have apartments or their houses, they own them, and they are running an Airbnb business, right? Airbnb, doing Airbnb. But when you think of it as a ruthless business, the way you think from Airbnb's success point of view, you have to look at the volume, right? And the strategy wherein you should target CBD, these areas, that is very crucial. Because if you get your property in the wrong area, it is not close to things, then your Airbnbs can go for a loss. You will be struggling to get bookings and all that. So all that years of experience from, say, Jordan and the entire BNB success team is what pays for your mentorship, basically, whatever money you're putting in. Because you need to earn that, you need to get that money back, go into profit, because you will be easily spending, say, 15K on setting up the first property. You are spending the mentorship money. So all that money come in, probably in the next 7-8 months, you would be able to recover that, I believe, with the right help from people. And plus the ongoing support which I'm getting now. So I did all that, setting up the property and everything. And Umut, you have been holding my hand all the way through. The other thing is keeping a tab as well, keeping you motivated, keeping a tab on you. That's where the mentorship helps you. And the community is great. Like you can ask questions to people or just follow the chats. You'll get all the information there. So yeah, that way I think this is how the mentorship has helped me to get me where I am in this Airbnb, because there would be hundreds of Airbnb operators, right? On an Airbnb platform is like so many different kinds of operators, but the secret code which BNB Success has probably cracked it's not rocket science, but it takes a bit of time to understand and get into that mindset. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was very insightful, Parag. We can end the call here. But yeah, really, really appreciate your time. Have a lovely night.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks so much for this testimonial, and looking forward to working with you every single day and on this journey of mine. Yep, thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to you getting that second property, that third property, of course. But yeah,
absolutely, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Take care, mate. Yeah.
All right. Cheers. Thanks.